There he is. That's a good fish. Net, get the net good. Nice one. Get ready. Coming up. Nope. Go. Nope, go. Yeah.
That's a 4-pound trout.
4-pound trout, baby. I gotta show you all this lure. This is so exciting. This is a gorgeous lure, man. First fish ever on it.
Got it.
Yeah. This is an absolute slaunch. Look at that fish, y'all. God. Oh, Lord. Destroyed my lure. So that is classified customs. This bait is the Home Wrecker. It's a 6.5 inch. Really natural colors. You can see that there. Classified customs. Awesome. He makes super realistic stuff. Check out his site. I'll post it. It's like a, tell me that doesn't look like a mullet. It's a straight tail minnow bait. This is a 6 inch. It's real thick body. You can do anything with it. Mid-stroll it, whatever. This is on a Ryugi 7/0 trout. Lost my little hook keeper there. And it's so realistic. Sinks down, got a little wobble, that wide body, that keel, and then the little keel belly, or the flat back keel belly, wobbles on the way down, and you just pop it up, down, and it is so realistic looking. I knew if I threw this around big trout, and sure enough, boom, right on this reef, paralleling the reef. Kind of not, we haven't been able to get them to eat the swim bait, like I'd like to parallel the rocks, the reef, and throw that swim bait, the mag draft and some of the others, and just not getting bit. And so I went with something more subtle, but still big. Still looks like a mullet, and she just absolutely crushed it. So like I said, y'all, my goal is to catch a big one, right? I'm looking for 1-2 bites, big ones only. And so, like I said, I was paralleling this with swim baits, and they just weren't eating. It's middle of the day. There could be a lot of reasons for it. So I didn't downsize. Still throwing a 6.5 inch lure. I just went more subtle, more finesse, if you could say that, for a 6.5 inch bait. And basically by doing that, I just took away the paddle tail. So now I got something like slow fall along these rocks. It glides right down the face of these rocks. These rocks come out about 10 feet. You can see they're all like bridge pilings and big boulders and whatnot. And I can just kind of bounce this right off, pop it up off the rocks, let it fall down the face of the rocks. And now I'm targeting those fish that just aren't willing to come up and eat a swim bait that I was swimming in the upper 2 feet. We've also thrown a swim bait on a wide gap, on a 1/4 ounce wide gap, and kind of swum that down along the rocks, and we're still just not getting bit. So just mixing it up a little bit. Sometimes it's just the little changes like that, but I didn't change my goal. I didn't say, the big fish ain't eating, I'm gonna fish for little fish, because we are seeing some smaller fish on side scan off the rocks. I'm sticking to my guns, sticking to my goal, and just make modifications within a category of bigger lures. And last but not least, I'm definitely not changing my target areas and how I'm fishing it. I'm still paralleling these rocks because it keeps that bait in the strike zone longer. Instead of perpendicular, and that lure might be in front of a trout, if he's there for maybe 2-3 feet, now I'm bringing it along. And it's kind of how these fish are watching bait fish anyhow. Mullet will move up and down the rocks. So that trout was just at 22 inches, probably a little shy, and weighed 3.59 pounds. I thought she'd be 4. She was so fat. That's the problem though. They can be fat, but if they don't have that length, you're just not gonna hit that 4-pound range. So it doesn't help me on the heavy hitters, Speckled Truth heavy hitters tournament, but that's all right. Still an awesome fish. And I actually have to remind myself that every one of these fish, even if they don't help me, if they're just in that right now, for me, I gotta get something better than like 3.7. It's still, that fish was doing what much bigger fish do, 5, 6, 7-pound fish and up. And so that's the key, it's practice. You got a little bit better, using a different technique, targeting those kind of fish and having success.